How do you deal with being burnt out from dance and not wanting to go?
Well, like, I feel like we don't intentionally try to.
Yeah.
It's just like
we just wish we were Katie and Cameron.
Yeah.
So I told Molly that if I got pulled over by a cop, I would call her so she could tell the cop that I was trying to get to dance. But she was like, no, I would tell them to give you a ticket. What if Kenz and Loila take over Project 21?
Ladies and gentlemen, may I have your attention, please?
This is Editing Kenz here. I'm very sad, but we lost the audio to Loila's podcast episode. So you're going to have to bear with us because the audio quality isn't the best, but we got it all fixed. So stay tuned for next episode. And if I'm being honest, I was sick, so I probably did you guys a favor because no one wants to hear my gross respiratory problems.
Okay guys, welcome to episode 3 of Stop Talking Kenz. I'm so excited for today's guest. Please help me welcome Loila Rhee. Such a weirdo.
Hi, I'm Loila.
Oh god. It's gonna be a long episode.
Okay, I'm Loila. I'm her best friend, and you guys should know who I am by now, but
I think everyone does.
as a gift for letting me be on this podcast, I got you a sticker for your car.
Oh god. It says Hot Girls Hit Curves. Because if you listen to episode 1, you know that I hit a lot of curves. Do I hit a lot of curves?
Yeah.
Yes. How many curves have I hit with you in the car?
Probably like every car ride.
It's really bad. Anyways, let's leave that in the past and not bring it back up this episode.
And let's not do it again.
Yeah, I don't know about that. Anyways, are you happy to be here?
Of course.
She's so weird. It's I didn't even know how she was gonna react with the camera in front of her face because when I vlog at school, she does not do well.
No.
But when we're talking in the car, everyone says we're the funniest people ever.
We are.
Should we get into some questions?
Absolutely.
Okay, I put a poll on my Instagram of Loila to ask some questions from all of you guys, and people were pretty intrigued with Loila's life. So we're going to go through them. I wrote them down on some note cards, and we're going to get into it, and I can't even wait to hear her responses for some of these.
Oh god.
I don't even know.
Okay.
I think we should start with the common one I've been doing every episode, a pro and a con of me.
Okay. So, a pro I have of Kenz is that she is very funny. She's one of the funniest people ever, and she's very determined. And a con I have of Kenz is that she's a bit moody. She likes to switch from happy to mad
In 0.2 seconds.
Yeah, super quick. She's so moody. So
It's true. I would definitely agree with that.
Mm-hmm.
But Loila's the person I'm always with, so my moods kind of go onto her.
Yeah. I know how she feels even if she's not talking.
Yeah, she can tell. Okay, let's get into college because we're seniors, but both of us don't like to think about it at all.
No.
It's something we just pretend is not coming up.
I'm still in sophomore year, I feel like.
Okay.
Not even junior year.
Sophomore?
Yeah.
What advice do you have for people going into high school who maybe are in middle school right now?
Well, the main difference between middle school and high school, since we were in COVID.
Oh yeah.
We
were for 9th grade.
Yeah, for 8th and 9th grade we were in COVID, so I feel the switch didn't really happen until
sophomore year.
Yeah, sophomore year, but obviously at OCSA, our classes get longer in the day, and that's when I started going to Project too, so my whole life was so different, from middle school to high school. But I guess my advice would just be to I don't know, live in the moment and
I feel it's high school depends on who you surround yourself with, and the people you decide to hang out with will make or break your experience.
Yeah.
How do you balance both going to school full-time and going to dance full-time?
So, since we go to performing arts school, our days at school are already longer than a regular high school.
4:45.
Yeah. And we also have to dance during our school hours.
Yeah.
During conservatory, so
Yeah.
our schedule is a lot different. And then we also have to rush to dance after 4:45 because we start at 5:30. And we eat in the car. So fast to dance.
Oh yeah. We did just drive.
Yeah, we did just go.
And we got there so fast. And then our dance teacher
15 minutes before anybody else.
I was so proud to tell Molly that we got there so fast. And she was saying that if I got pulled over by a cop,
She would be like, good for a speech.
yeah, because I was saying, basically, guys, I have a problem with saying like, so I'm trying to switch my language. But what do I say instead of like?
Just ignore that word.
But you also say it, so
Yeah, I know.
okay. So I told Molly that if I got pulled over by a cop, I would call her so she could tell the cop that I was trying to get to dance. But she was like, no, I would tell them to give you a ticket because you deserve it. But I personally was really proud that I got there so fast.
Yeah, we were bragging.
We were swearing and like,
explaining to her our different roles in the car ride.
yeah, like, what do you do?
I'm on police patrol. I look out for where the police are hiding. The twins are in the back seats helping her change lanes in the freeway. They look side to side.
It's very true. Loila is in the passenger seat and she looks out to make sure there's no police coming up because I'm speeding. And then the twins make sure it's safe for me to get over into other lanes and there's no cars.
Yeah.
It's really bad.
Yeah. And like it hasn't even started. Like we are starting that like this week.
Like.
We're starting this week.
Yeah, we start dance tomorrow actually.
Mm-hmm.
So it's our first time being seniors in high school
And going to
and trying to finish college applications.
and then going to dance and
Yeah, it's
doing our
wild.
homework. And
However, if anyone on the admissions panel from Juilliard is watching this, please accept us.
both of us.
Both of us, not
We
one of us.
even asked our teacher at school to write a letter of rec
For both of us
both of us
combined.
Like
Yeah.
the letter is like saying Kenz and Loila need to stick
Like
together.
one or none. I mean, all or none.
Even Molly said that. She's like, so you
Yeah.
admit both of them, or
Everyone is like, we do better together. So we might as well
her
stick
dad was like
together.
a really weird person about Kenz.
Loila, what has your dating status been like throughout high school?
Okay, I leave my dating life all to Kenz because whatever she goes through, I go through.
It's very true.
I live it through her, and it makes me realize that I don't need it. I don't need to go through it personally. It's already enough going through it from her perspective. So
My advice to fellow people in high school.
I don't think you should take advice from her though.
No, I'm gonna give what I didn't do. Because
Okay, so
that's what you should do, is what I didn't do. I feel like you should really focus on yourself in high school and figure out who you are and not worry about anyone else
You're not going to see them
ever again.
ever again after
Like-
high school. Like
After being a senior now, I'm realizing, like, what was the point?
exactly.
Because it's, like, all such a mess now for me to just leave them in 6 months and never see them ever again.
Yes. So
We went through a lot, I have to say,
both
the
of
past
us.
4 years.
Literally both of us.
Both of us, even though it was just me.
Yeah.
Who likes my cards? I want to get Stop Talking Kenz on the back of them, but like I do have questions written on these. I'm not just looking at blank cards. Speaking of college, are you looking forward to it?
Yes.
Really?
Yeah, I think I'm looking forward. I'm not looking forward to like the applications and like waiting for responses of like acceptances or not.
Yeah.
So I feel like it's very conflicting trying to decide colleges because part of me wants to stay in California, part of me wants to go to an out-of-state college, part of me, I mean, the number one is probably staying with Kenz because I feel like we need each other.
Yeah, we need
to
each
through
other,
it.
guys.
Whether it's in New York, in California, in
That's it.
yeah.
I'm sick. So my respiratory issues are affecting my performance on this podcast.
It's okay, we're still gonna make it a great one.
What has it been like being my best friend for the past 4 years of high school?
It's been a journey. I'll explain it as like a roller coaster. I don't know how to explain it. It's like, words cannot explain what
we've gone through.
Yeah.
We don't really fight. We bicker. That's it. And it lasts 5 minutes, and everyone around us is so stunned when it happens. Everyone's wide eyes, but then it's over.
Yeah. She entertains my life at school, at dance.
We say the same things.
We think the same things.
We're twins.
But I feel like we don't intentionally try to.
Yeah.
It's just
we just wish we were Katie and Cameron.
Yeah.
They got a job to do lip sync battle, and my mom asked them in the car when Loila and I were in the car if they could do it, and they were like, no, we don't want to. But Loila and I were like, we want to.
We would totally do it.
But my mom was like, no, because you're not twins.
Yeah, it's only for twins.
How do you deal with being burnt out from dance and not wanting to go?
I don't know. I feel like I've never had a bad burnout because I've never been super serious into it.
Yeah.
I've never cared about it. I care about dance, but I've never cared about it to the
So
point where
much.
I literally cried
Yeah.
and stuff. So I've never had actual burnout, but I just always try to feel inspired. Yeah, the focus isn't about how well you place or if you get a scholarship and stuff like that. It's more about,
I think that's a big struggle for a lot of dancers is doing it for the right reasons, because competing to get first is not going to be good for you in the long run.
this season at 24/7 Glendale, I competed my new solo that I learned the week of the competition.
Yeah.
I learned it on a Monday or Tuesday, competed it on Friday.
Yeah.
And so I get on stage. I'm already nervous because it's my first time doing it. It's obviously nerve-wracking when you are performing a new solo in general, but then you also learn it
that week.
So I walk out on stage. I hit my first pose for my solo, how it starts. My old music starts playing, not my new one. Yes, and the thoughts going inside my head are do I just go into my old solo and just do it in this costume? I turn around after maybe 10 seconds of just standing in my first pose because I was still contemplating what I should do on stage. I was what do I do? So then I turn around. I do a nice little bow.
She bowed and then walked off.
I literally bowed to the judges thank you for playing the wrong music.
And I was I ran backstage because I'm the last person who's with her before she goes backstage, and then she starts, and then I run to the audience. I start running back there, and I'm crying. It was so fun.
I was on stage. No one was there, obviously, because everyone's in the audience.
Yeah.
Except for people who are
Molly and Giselle are trying to get her right music. They're working with the backstage people. Loila and I are on the floor crying.
I was laughing my pants. So I was no way, that's never happened to me.
We're on the floor. They're Loila, please come back on the stage. She's oh my god,
I'm I have to do it.
she was I don't know it anymore.
Yeah, because my focus was my headspace was
totally different at that point.
It wasn't about my solo, it was about what I just did on stage. Yeah.
Let us know if you want the video, because did you get it? Does anyone have it?
I need someone to have it.
It's really funny. If any of you guys saw it, please let us know, because it was wild. She is wild to me.
I was sitting backstage. I wasn't even standing anymore. I was laying down.
Yeah, we were laying on the backstage.
We our muscles weren't working.
Going back to college, how many schools are you going to apply to, do you think?
I have a few. I feel about less than 10, I think. But since UCs are technically one, categorized under one, and I'm applying to UCLA, UCI.
Are you going to apply just for dance, or are you going to double major?
I feel we mentioned this earlier, but I'm only applying for dance because
academically challenged student.
Yes.
I'm kidding.
Not challenged, but I'm not. I would say I'm better at dancing than I'm smart, which is pretty easy to say. Which is pretty easy to say. I feel because I'm not super smart, but
You're good at math, I feel.
So, like, I should go into STEM, or I should, like, I don't think there's a math major, right?
Yeah, this is how little we know about college.
We don't dig into the academic major.
Yeah, no.
Even if I don't end up dancing after college, that's, like, the most likely thing that will get me into college.
Yeah, so we need to focus on the now rather than what we're going to actually do with our lives.
Because, like, what if I just become a parent? Like,
You can't do that. How are you going to make a living? Where are you going to meet the guy? But you plan to meet your husband in college? And then
or where else?
Well, I don't know. You want to
I'm
be
definitely not meeting him in high school, so.
So in college, and then you'll have a child right after college, and that.
Well, okay, maybe not right after college, but.
So you have no.
We'll see at the time.
Do you have plans for after college?
Dance-wise, not really. I feel like I would join the company, but it's like a lot
Hard.
Yeah.
It's a lot of work.
I would teach. I would want to teach, like,
Who?
young students who are.
What if Kenz and Loila take over Project 21?
Molly, if you're watching this.
If you're watching this, please consider us as candidates.
For the next Project 21 directors. We'll be
Let us
directing.
know. Yeah, we'll co-direct. When one can't take it, the other will be there.
But we'll be there. We'll both be there.
Yes, we can handle anything thrown our way.
Mm-hmm.
But, yeah. Would you say you're more a leader or a follower?
I feel like when I'm with Kenz, it really depends. Because we're either leaders together, or she's a leader and I'm a follower. I feel like I would say it's never been leader-follower.
No.
It's either like leader, like saying,
Yeah.
or like
Yeah.
leader-follower.
Yeah.
It always just depends on the situation.
We did both get co-val this year at our school, which is like co-valedictorian of commercial dance, which was like really crazy. We both got it.
Yeah, I did not. We did not. Well, I didn't expect it at all.
What did we do? Like a question?
Yes.
We like answered a question and then we did an interview. Basically like this, where we sat and then people asked us questions.
And it was all the current co-vals, and then Jonah, Aaron, and Berger.
Yeah, it was very scary. We went on the same day.
Yeah, we did it on the same day. Kenz was walking and shaking. Like,
I was
literally
so
like this.
scared.
I walked in, she was like, how are you doing? And I was like, no. She asked me, are you nervous? And I was like, no.
Say that.
I was nervous. I mean,
Confidence is key.
and then, like, even people were saying I was, like, screaming during the interview because, like, I was trying to not seem nervous. I was like,
That's wild. This is episode 3 of the podcast, and we have gotten, as you can see, more tech savvy throughout, and it's only going to keep getting better. But now we have merch, and I'm so excited. This is the first time anyone is seeing it. It's literally just got here. And if any of you guys are interested in it, you have to let me know if I should sell it or not, and what colors I should make it in. But since Loila came on my podcast today, I'm going to give her a hoodie, and she can pick which color she wants, because right now we have 2. So, let me show you. Okay, first we have gray and green, and it says Stop Talking Kenz. Isn't it so cute?
it's so cute.
Loila has high standards, and I feel like I've met her standards with these hoodies.
Yeah.
Then we have blue and white, which is also really cute. It's the same design, just like 2 different colors.
And they're so soft. Like,
So soft.
their quality is very good.
Okay, which one do you want? I already know, because her favorite color is green.
Yeah.
Her favorite color is green, so I know she's going to wear that. Will you wear it to school?
Yeah. But it's so hot right now. I'll wear
Yeah,
it,
true. There's no, like, fall in California. It's very annoying.
It's either, like, raining or it's
Hurricane. If we were in school and someone was like, say one thing you did over the summer. Loila's response, I survived a hurricane. If you know about the hurricane that went through California, it was pretty non-existent in California.
yeah.
Really.
It was just drizzle, rain,
Rain. Like, there was no
Wind at
hurricane.
wind at night.
Yeah, but we were sleeping,
So
so, like,
like in the morning.
gone. But according to Loila, that's the best thing she did over the summer was survive a
Well, it was
hurricane.
the most unique. Oh wait, not unique. It was just no one said it, so I decided
Yeah,
it.
and then our teacher proceeded to skip over her comment and go to the next one. She was
Not pleased. But
I think this concludes today's episode. I want to thank you so much for coming on. Of course, you have to sign the board now. If you've seen, it's probably hard to see because I don't know why the twin sign is so small, but my guests are all going to sign my board until one day it's all filled with signatures. Thank you guys so much for watching today's episode. Thank you so much, Loila, for coming. I will see you guys next week with episode 4. And make sure you guys subscribe and turn on post notifications and watch all my previous episodes. Bye!